Well, hello there. Welcome to my favorite Zelda game, The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. It has been 5 years since I played since I played Ocarina of Time, and I realize now that I need to stop playing this game because I don't like the Toon League games, and playing a game past Majora's Mask doesn't make sense. This feels like the right time. But yeah, this is my favorite Zelda game. Huge game from my childhood. Absolutely love it. But it's a game that also freaks me out. But that's why I like it so much. Because it goes with all sorts of different themes. I will say right off the bat, this game is time based. During this game, you have a 3-day period to stop this land, known as Termina, from being obliterated, basically. Won't say how, you guys will figure it out. And one thing I'm going to state, this is the 64 version. I noticed there's the Zelda Collection. And while I do have a capture card, and I have a setup to record Wii games or GameCube games, it's a thing. This is my new PC. That doesn't work, so I'm using the 64 version because I can record it easily. I will get another capture card, don't worry. It's just a matter of time. But I figured, why not play a game that I want to play for a long time? A game that I should have played probably a year ago. But I hope you guys enjoy this game because it's an amazing game in my opinion. One of the best. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna say this game will be 100%, and welcome to The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Now, I had a failed coin earlier, so unfortunately I had to delete this file. Now I could have a practice file, but I'm not going to. This file, I'm going to use my name for it. It will be the name of Link. So he's going to have my name, because why not? And I'm going to be quiet for the opening cutscene. So I'll be back in about 2 minutes. So later. As you can see, our journey begins with Epona being stolen. Now, of course, Circular Ocarina of Time, so same sort of moveset basically. Now, I may as well get rupees because I will need them. Though I'm not going to go my way for it. But onward, we must chase this vile Skull Kid who has stolen Epona. Oh. Well, my previous recording I did amazing at this bit, but now not, because recording's actually going to work. And as you can see, our form has now changed. We don't have a sword anymore. We're now a Deku. Water creatures from many Zelda games, including Ocarina of Time itself, so quite familiar with them if you play Ocarina. But the controls are a bit different now. We can spin, we can't do anything with the B button. Hey, wait for me, don't leave me behind. So, that stuff back there. I apologize, so take me with you. You want to know about that Skull Kid you just ran off, right? Well, I just so happen to have an idea of where he might be going. Take me with you and I'll help you out. Deal? Please? Good, said Estelle. And I'll be a partner, or at least until we catch that Skull Kid. The name's Tattle. So nice to meet you or whatever. There you go, I'll have straight up. We can stop messing around. We'll stop messing around and get moving. If it figures. So for now, Navi controls. This is Tal, and the puppet face is named Till. I'll let you guys get that joke, but basically, same thing. There's Navi. Will tell us about stuff we lock on, or if we start on something new. But I'm just gonna explain stuff. These are Deku flowers. I used it in the previous room, but yeah. You hold A and let go, and you go flying. You've only got a limited amount of time now, so use it wisely. Now, of course, there are tricks to using these Deku flowers. But I don't think most of them work on the 64 version. But here we get Deku Nurse. They work just like Ocarina of Time. You can throw a bomb, but something special is that if you are in Deku form and go flying, you can press B in the air, and you'll be able to basically do a sort of care package attack, I guess. So it's stun grenade, really, but eh. And here, there you go. See, you can do it if you try. When I fly over to people objects, use Z to look at them, and then use up on the C stick or C pad, whichever you want to say. Use Z target, talk to people, or if there's no one to target, use Z to look straight ahead. But not about that for now. Come over to this tree and check it out. Now you can't stop your flight abruptly by pressing A in the air. Just be careful when you do. Strange, but the way you look right now sort of looks like this tree. Looks all dark and gloomy. Almost so it can start crying any second now. How sad. But yeah, this tree, it has significance. You guys will see the significance later. But no time to dawdle. Must continue after the Skull Kid. This is one of my favorite moments of this game. One of my favorite soundtracks ever. The Clock Tower theme. Now, the door is closed. We can no longer return. We technically can with a certain glitch, but I made sure that at the end of the project, you never know. Now, something I'll explain. As a Deku, you skip along the water. The A button turns into numbers counting down. Here's 0, drown. So be careful about that. You've met with a terrible fate, haven't you? I own a happy mask shop. I travel far and wide in search of masks. During my travels, a very important mask was stolen from me by an imp in the woods. So here I am at a loss, and now I found you. Now, don't think me rude, but I have been following you. For I know of a way to return you to your former self. If you can get back the precious item that was stolen from you, I will return you to normal. In exchange, all I ask is that you also get back my precious mask that the imp stole from me. What? This is not a simple task. Why, to someone like you, it should by no means be a difficult task. Except, the wrong thing is, I'm a very busy fellow, and I must leave this place in just 3 days. How grateful I would be if you could bring it back to me before my time here is up. But yes, you'll be fine. I see you're young and have tremendous courage. I'm sure you'll find it right away. Well then, I am counting on you. Now this is the Happy Max system. He was an Ocarina of Time and a fan favorite character in this game. As you can see, this whole stick is his many masks, including that one there, which is a Mario mask, which is quite cool. He also has a sort of bird mask there, which sort of looks like Falco, but I think it's more of a Rito. But let's continue on and enter the land of Termina. Dawn of the first day, 72 hours remain. It gives me the creeps that Max Siltman was a... Sorry, just thinking out loud. For 3 days, even if we don't sleep, that leaves us just 72 hours. Talk about demanding. Well, don't just stand there, we're going to see the Great Fairy. Look, you want to find the Skull Kid, don't you? The Great Fairy will know what he's up to. She watches over everything. Just between you and me, the Skull Kids don't match for the Great Fairy. Go this right near North Gate, you'll find the Great Fairy in there. Now you can, but there's also a couple things you can't do. Wait, hang on. There's this old chap. Now, the Great Fairy, if you go talk to her now, well, I'll explain after this. This is my private property, don't try to use it when I'm not around. Ah, Yeah, run away. Now the Great Fairy, if you go to where you need to, she'll be in pieces, quite literally. So, first thing you should do when you enter this game is just go over here and get this. Please hear my plea. The Max Goku has broken me apart and scanned my pieces. Please find a way to tell me the Fairy Fountain in North Clocktown. But yeah, Skoka has already defeated the Great Fairy. Yeah. That's kind of a shame. That kid will have something to do with a side quest later on, but unfortunately, didn't get to where I need to. What are you doing? Aren't you gonna take the spade as a thing? Yeah. We're gonna go to see the Great Fairy now. Jeez, like. Now, we will go to the Great Fairy. Because the Great Fairy is in pieces, so if I went there, which I did in the previous recording session, I had to go all the way back. And yes, there was a previous recording session. It was scrapped. Reason being, the audio was terrible. And that's coming from me. I don't watch my videos back, so you guys probably think that the audio is terrible now. Nope, it was worse, apparently. Like, I could barely hear anything from the recording. My voice, the game music, all that. Oh no, the Great Fairy. But this will hopefully sound better. It should. I did a couple tests before recording this episode, so everything should be hunky-dory. We'll say hello to the very polygonal Great Fairy. Tattle, and you, beyond one of the altered shape. Thank you for returning my broken and shattered body to normal. I'm the Great Fairy of Magic. I've had that Max Shower soap with me, and I grew careless. All I can offer you now is this. I shall grant you magic powers outside of my gratitude. Please accept it. Yes, so essentially Skull Kid defeated the Great Fairy by tricking her. I mean, the Great Fairy, if she was more cautious, we wouldn't be in this situation. But the Great Fairy isn't powerful enough now to defeat him, so it's up to us. The task falls to the hero of time. Worst point. I've granted magic power in your current form, first speed to shoot bubbles. Basically hold B and release to fire a bubble. It's like oh, why did I skipped all that, didn't I? Well, she basically said if I get back my precious item, return to her. Nothing too worrying. But something I'm going to do now is there is a side quest in this place. Huzzah! Now, in the previous recording session, I failed terribly at this. Like, I literally recorded the episode, it was near 30 minutes. It's near, well, it's just over 20 seconds. Or 20 minutes. How about what you play? Now, this minigame can be a bit tricky. Mostly because it's the 64 version, I think. Basically, you have a certain amount of time. 1 minute, 15 seconds. You gotta use Deca Flowers to go from platform to platform and get all the rupees. Wow. That's way worse than I did before. I was actually terrible. I didn't even reach the first platform. Well, that's more entertaining. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, but it's basically a sort of speedrun mission, I guess? But you have to be careful. You have to leave the platforms at the apex of their height. Because if you don't, you'll hit the platform and just plummet to the ground essentially. That or you'll run out of time. Oh, you gotta be careful. The attack is a bit tricky with what it likes to be. Why am I chancing? 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 Okay, that's fine. I probably messed up there. The second try, that's good. It took me like 4 tries to finish the coin. Now, you get 50 rupees. Now, they'll want me to come back the next day, which is cool. There's something special if you beat the best time 3 days in a row. I won't say what it is, but most people probably know what it is. And most Zelda fans can figure it out. Now, I may as well demonstrate the bubble attack on this old chap, Tingle. My lad. You. Oh. Why am I skipping this? His name is Tingle. He thinks he's a fairy and it's 35. Sure, why not? I'll buy Clocktown map. Basically, this gives us the map of Fame. Of Clocktown. Now, you could say I have another. I could buy the second map of Woodfall. You can get it later for a cheaper price. Ah, destroy the balloon. You want to just pop that up there, not bad for a decky scrub. The bombers have a hideout that leads to the observatory outside town. You need a code again, maybe I'll tell you what it is. But don't think you gain it that easily, I can't just tell you what the code is, you have to pass the test first. Am I ready? Line up, boys. Line up. Famous last words. If you can find all 5 of us by tomorrow morning, I'll teach you the code. Are you ready? Now, this is hide and seek. Well, hide and tag. Now, the code is based on the numbers on the backs when you capture them. Ah, gotcha. But you still have to catch them all anyways so that you can actually have a code. So go thinking, oh, I can just, figure out the code by random. I don't think they'll let you. Now, during that time, the 2 guys are juggling. The part of the Great Fairy will be there if you spent all day looking. Ah, gotcha. Now you just gotta jump up here. Is that fair? Well, that ain't fair. Okay, there you go. Try to catch him now. Gotcha. Now there's only 1 left. And it's near nighttime with the first day. I think a special cutscene will play. Let's go in here first. This will be an introduction to a new area. West Clocktown, I believe. Yeah, it should be west. Gotcha. Ah, no way, it finally got me. But yeah, pretty simple game. You're pretty good for a decade scrub. If only you were human, then I could give you an original bomber's notebook and make you a member. What do you guys think? Discrimination? No way, no scrubs. Discrimination. I guess not. Once we let some kid who was a human join our gang, and boy do we ever regret it, sorry. I'll teach you code, just like I promised. I can tell you only once though, so pay close attention. Are you ready? The code is 43521. Now, do you remember that? Night of the first day. And so I'll actually go over here and to that, because I'm nearly forgetting already. There we are. So now we can enter this area, which is our objective. Promise to excited just as forever. I just want to make sure of something. So, oh, well, there you go. You see what happens if you can't out his zoo? He just straight up drowned. Dead forever. But yeah, there's gold is there, but don't worry about them. They could be easily avoided. Ooh, free magic, that's cool. And destroy Skull Kid balloon. Clearly it was Skull Kid that joined the gang and they do not want to join again. I wonder how the astronomer knows the Skull Kid. Well, look at the time. Don't even have 3 days left. Ooh, more rupees. Now, Scarecrow here, they serve a pretty good purpose, but I'll explain later on. Now let's up to this place, which is just great. I love all the areas in this game. Well, well, a strange looking child has joined me today. Even your friend of the Bombers gang. Your man seems much better than those of your mischievous friend from the other day. The young troublemaker from the other day said he'd break my instruments. Said he'd steal my moons too. There was no stopping him. Even now, just watch him. He's probably causing trouble around the clock tower. Now, we are to gaze into a telescope and look for Skull Kid. Now, there's a couple secrets you can find. Just trying to see if I can find them. As you can see up there, there's a red rupee. Pretty cool. And there's Skull Kid causing mischief. Well, did you find that troublemaker? And that loud noise, what was that? Perhaps another moonstone has fallen nearby. Go open that door and take a look outside. But I wonder how the troublemaker got on top of the clock tower. The only way up there is through the clock door. That opens only on the eve of the carnival. Yeah, if we head out here, there is a blue vein. A moon's tear. The moon can cry. Its sparkling beauty radiates rather strangely. I don't think there's anything else out here for us, but there is a way to get in here from outside the fence. Do you remember what that's for? I think it's in case you forget to bomb his password or something. But yeah, we now have a moon's tear. So I'm actually going to end the episode here. If you guys enjoyed, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in part 2. Later.